see it though. I'm missing out on the Kendrick thing right now. Everyone's turning up. It's 11 minutes ago. I'm gonna be late to that party. I want to stream about crypto right now. I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna listen to. That's the thing I get to listen to after this. It's gonna be great. Look at Bitcoin though. Look at Bitcoin though. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Turn the mic up, bro. Turn the mic up. Sponsored by Puffco, unofficial sponsor of the Crypto Brush Show, and MFMY concentrates. Amazing. I wish I inscribed Ohio. Was it inscribe Ohio was a thing? I don't know. What up, Tree? What up, Enthusiasts? My dude, Simple Waters, Rolando. I see you. Today, let's just get into it, man. This video is not financial advice. Anything I say in this video is not for you. It's for me. It's just a window into what I'm doing. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yo, Crypto Bro, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll let you know. I have the chat open on YouTube and I have it open on X. So big ups to anyone on X. What up? I'm gonna do a little message here. What up, Xexicans? You fucking Xexicans. Pull up. Well, you can go to either way. So if you want to be on X, be on X. There's no fee or ads on X, so people like being on X. But there's some people that like YouTube. So we're still on YouTube. Start on YouTube. So come over to YouTube. You want to chat. It's the chat I'm usually looking at. And yeah. But yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace to DJ. Let me fix my beanie. Just looks so cozy. It's cold out here in New York right now. Yeah, I'm saying it's cold, right? And today is November 22nd, 2024. Thanksgiving, a week away from now. A lot of goodness is going on. Things are shifting left and right. You got Gary Gensler telling us he's going to step down from the SEC, resign essentially. Today you have people resigning from the SEC. This guy named Jamie. I forgot his last name. We'll look at it. But yeah, man, it's going down. Crypto is doing what it needs to do, and all of the moving pieces are coming together. So I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? This is what we wanted to see. Adoption. Actually, I had made a funny tweet earlier today where someone was like, yo, why do all the normies only know about Cardano and XRP? And it's true. Like a lot of normies I talk to and they like find out I'm in crypto and shit, like thick, no diddy in the crypto. They're like, yo, I know some cryptos. I'm like, oh, bro, what the fuck you know, bro? What you know, right? And then they're always like, XRP, Ripple. And I'm like, yo, okay, I hear you loud and clear. But damn, and, you know, we can't take that away from XRP, Ripple, and who else is it? Cardano, because in my opinion, that actually means they created mass adoption. You know, not a lot of people could get people to just talk about their coin like they got some shit. Like they saying they about to tell you about the Zen coin. You know, I'm about to tell you about some Zen, and then they're like XRP. That's just where it is. We're very, very, very mainstream at this particular moment, and let's just jump into it, man. Again, it is what it is. Hopefully you're set up. Bitcoin doing its thing. Look at it. Massive. Again, it feels like a few, you know, just yesterday we were talking about, you know, 50K Bitcoin, right? That was way back here. We discovered Bitcoin was going to 50K after this flash crash. Well, not this flash crash, this one right here. Actually, no, wait, my bad. I got to zoom in over. It was August of 23. This crash right here at 28,000. That is when all signals went off, where it's like, yo, this shit is too good to be true. There's a presidential election on the way. The world is in shambles. We need something better than the dollar. That's when I was like, yo, Bitcoin going to $50,000, because there's no way it's going to retrace. Like it's either going back to 15K to push 50K, or it's going to just push 50K. And that's kind of where this idea came from, where I think, again, it was a turning point in crypto. If you were buying cryptos before August 23, you were just buying cryptos. But after August 23, you were buying a bull market. And we've been in it ever since. Only a selected amount of individuals kind of think it's not a bull market, but it's been a bull for a while, right? Even this area was still bullish because it didn't make a lower low off of this 200 when we had that shift, right? That was a shift because after, in trading, I'm not a trader, but when we're looking at Bitcoin here, this yellow line, this is the 200-day moving average. It's a well-respected moving average in the game. The game loves this one. It's like the sun. Everyone in the game sees this one. Everyone got game on this one, That's why you see this weird ass like right on Bitcoin from 15 to above the 200, because this was also a significant moment in charting, right? Anytime you get, it's like a conjunctional moment when this should go above, but it hasn't, right? So of course it's going to go down. So once it figures out that like low, that bottom, that oh shit, we're here for a long time, not just a good time, it's going to do something pretty ridiculous. And that's why you get the right above the 200, right above the most respected moving average in the game. Goes up, comes down, tests it. And that kind of, if you were around for Bitcoin in this moment of January, and I wasn't really there for it, I was in Zen. But Zen kind of was getting me out of the clusterfuck of what was crypto before Zen existed, right? Zen came right before the flash crash, again, where it's supposed to be over. FTX, it's over, guys. It's over. Right? But Bitcoin goes, no, it's not. And we've been on an up trend ever since. So I'm not really surprised where we are. I'm just kind of looking for the next range of destination. And I feel like, again, if Bitcoin can get above not only 100K, but I want to see it get into a good a number range that, again, we like these numbers. Again, 84, we had already had that there saying if it can get above it, we're in a bull market. We need to get through 84. And that's exactly what happened at that particular range. We got up and through it. So I want to see the same thing for 100K to know we're there, right? Because right now we could hit 100K. Here, let's put a 100K line. Let's try to figure it out. That's at the 100Ks. That's a 100K line right there. Make it pink and bold. Right? It's like, all right, here we go. Actually, 100K is going to be right here. So, again, I would like to see Bitcoin continue to stair step and gather momentum. Hey, everybody get on this train. I think that's kind of what we are doing, right? You're getting opportunity to learn about it. It's just that there's a lot of people in it, and they all kind of think the same. I think like there's a lot of old school thought right now, but this is a very new market. So I think people who are exploring and being very open to the change of crypto are going to get, they're going to win the most in this next few months, because this is the portal opening, decision making. What are people liking? We're flipping the script. Just a lot of different change is going on. And 100K is a great goal. But again, I would love to see us, break it, maybe fall around it for a little bit. Again, jump on the train. You're not late. We're at 100K, but you're not late because we're going to fucking 500,000. Right? You're going to still be able to get a 5X out of this. It's not that much. Right? But you're going to be able to do it. Everybody on the planet Earth, if you want to participate. This is essentially how I'm thinking of Bitcoin now. Like, if you want to participate in Bitcoin, it's going to $500,000 with the rest of the world You want to party with the world, get into BTC, even at 100K, because you'll party. You'll be able to, because after 500,000, they're gonna get nuts with it. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Bitcoin's it's gonna be worth like $1 million." But by then, it's buffoonery. Like, it's lost its message by then. I mean, the message is pretty dead now. You know, the noise is so much louder than Satoshi wants to make a better monetary policy. That's how simple Bitcoin is. It's just a better monetary policy. It's a meme on finance that happens to be better than finance. Or TradFi, whatever. Yeah, it's a meme on TradFi, traditional finance. It happens to be better than it. What up, Earn It? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so Bitcoin's feeling good. Hopefully we get the 100K while we're on stream today. We'll see what happens. Ethereum looking shaky, but people want to make money, man. They're gonna make money with Ethereum. That's just where we are with it. People want to make money with Ethereum. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Look at Litecoin. Litecoin was counted out. They were counted out, and then out of nowhere, they made a meme to get people to buy the Litecoin. So the normies are here. There's a lot of money in this market right now. That's why I'm very bullish on positive outcomes, even if it takes 7 days for it to get to its outcome. Fuck it. It could take 14 days. Right now it's like that. Like, oh, it could take 2 weeks. All I know is it's going to do some stupid shit. And Litecoin was looking down bad a month ago. Shit, rewind time to October 13th. And you're like asking yourself, is this going to go above the 200? Right? And then a stick figure comes out. So I don't know. I don't know if you know what's going on with Litecoin, but like a fucking meme came out and they memed it on Solana. And now they're like bridging tokens. And basically, you know, you just got people trying to revive the past. You know, if you want to chase it, you could chase it. But that's all I see is just buffoonery. But yeah, Litecoin is cracking and Ethereum is trying to figure it out. Right. And we already know what's going on. It's the Solana bug. Everyone got it. Solana versus ETH going crazy. Everybody's turning their Ethereum into Solana. Can I flip this? It's whatever. Where's the Solana at? Solana versus BTC. We can see that it's kind of hit a ceiling though. Solana is not becoming or it's reached its popularity, I want to say, in the Bitcoin community. It's popular. So what's next here? I just think like more integration, and then, you know, who knows? I don't know how many more people are willing to bring their Bitcoins into Solana while Bitcoin is going down. So this is looking exactly how it should look, because smart money BTC already is in here. That's when this was happening all this year. Right, May. Like this should have been above, and it just getting here. Oh yeah, if you look on the weekly, that's where it's sexy. So there's still room for Bitcoiners to get in, but I could see Bitcoin again just becoming like a liquidity idea. So Solana should win against it in general because people will trade it and create a chart. So yeah, right now you're just, again, I think right now we're just seeing people get into Solana. Still people just getting in, piling in behind each other. People are piling in behind each other in Solana, and now it's at all-time highs. And it's not done like with people getting in. Because again, it makes no sense for the validators to like dump their Solana. So the P versus P in Solana is strictly on the people who have the supply, right? So you see the total supply of Solana is 588 million, and the current circulating supply is 474 million, and then you have 100 million that's pretty much just all staked up in the validator sets off the grid. And that's why, again, like I kind of see like Solana where you're like wishing that the validator sold their soul, like, or sold harder, but they don't really do that. They just recycle it back into the network. So you only, have so much. And again, I have a feeling like Solana is not done growing. Like, it's gonna keep growing. It might not need Bitcoins, and that's awesome to see. Like, it's stalling with the Bitcoin action, but it's people are spending their dollars on it. So we're in the new kind of like that, that new school, that new behavior of crypto. Where is my Solana? There it is. Yeah, we're in the new behavior where crypto is social. It's like pop culture. So it's just about accessibility. And that's the narrative for the top coin now. Like, if ETH had less gas fees, it'd be more accessible, and there'd be more building, and there'd be more action, and there'd be more people trying to get in right now. But the facts are, nobody gives a fuck. Everybody wants to get into Solana opportunities. And now it's making a lot of sense because API culture is being built into the blockchains, and high gas fee blockchains are not being chosen to be the playgrounds for these social experiments. So that also kind of, to me, is like a huge indicator. Like, why not choose ETH if this is amazing tech? And then you go, oh, we can't choose ETH because the gas fees are stupid. And it just doesn't make any sense for an agent that's already going to have to pay $500 just to post on Twitter, just to be alive on Twitter, right? It's a deep, deep, deep growing pain in the beginning. And there's a lot of money in AI right now, and it could be a little inflated. I've been talking about it. So today AI is taking a hit, hard hit. Look at these. So I'm still keeping my eye on this stuff, and I'm in liquidity pulling it because you're better off, again, trying to figure out where you want to live. Like, do you want to be a captain and own a bunch of supply, or do you want to take a tiny hit in the liquidity pool and wait it out, as they, as the markets shift or as the cycles move. So I'm thinking like liquidity pools are going to be really good to try to keep and maintain at like $100 until like everything shifts and the attention comes back, because that's going to always, like, what I'm saying, that's what's going to happen because of Solana. Like, Solana, everybody wants it. So the markets inside of it will always cycle with the attention, right? Everyone's going to Solana right now, so they're turning their shit back into Solana and so on. That's why Dracula's doing amazing. Drac is holding up, does need like a buyer's campaign or something. It's, again, the thing about Dracula is it's not botted. It's a very organic token. So the growth of it is very slow. Unless somebody decided to come in and be like, oh, I'm about to inject like 20K worth of volume, or, like, I'm going to buy 20,000. There's just like, Drac has come to a point where if you're in it, it's good. It's a good time to liquidity pool to the hot coins. So it has buys and sell traction going like it has been. And that's kind of why it's maintaining its market cap. I bought a little bit more today just because I still want to keep a good position in it. And when I liquidity pool it, I lose a little bit. So when it goes on a dip, that's like my chance to buy some Dracula coins on the dip to kind of replace, the coins that I've lost to the, like, SolXEN, for instance. Like, I'm in the SolXEN liquidity pool and SolXEN going down. Right? So now I've lost some Drac coins to SolXEN for being in the liquidity pool. And this kind of, again, this is what the dips are for. So, like, if you're active in the coin or you want to see the coin be successful, you take advantage of the dips. It's as simple as that. So I'm active. I'm thinking, again, Drac is number one. Emoji meme. I'm not in the other communities, but they all feel botted. And I feel like we're not as botted, but we're super small. But yeah, if we had like or, you know, we don't have any automation like at all. Like we're not automating anything over here. So this thing is growing so organically. Again, most meme coins are automated. So the fact, yeah, Drac is zero automation. I want to automate this shit, but it makes no sense. It's better if it just does what it does. Every time I come to that conclusion, like, oh, do you volume bought this like with your $1,000? It's like, why though? You know, you'd be better off just boosting it and giving it some respect for a little bit than trying to throw in volume and then invite the wrong people, right? Volume actually invites people who want to pump it and dump it. So again, until we're in the spring, I think in spring we'll see memes flying, because again, a lot of people will come into Solana, and again, they're not done piling in behind each other. So this thing is just going to keep growing, and then they'll find out like, oh, it's time to use the Solana, right? So then they'll go into Sol. Maybe they got a phone. They're finding out different apps. And that's kind of why the Dracula emoji meme, it has time to cook in the space and like become, you know, stable. Right now, I think it's extremely stable. We're hitting the 30 days. It's been out for a whole month now. It's also burned a good amount of supply, around 16, or where are we at now? 18 million. Yeah, 18 million Drac coins have been burned. Refresh something. Yeah, 18 million Drac coins burned. 420 universal number holders. So Emoji Dracula looking good. Oh, it just burned right now, 34 minutes ago. 64,000 Dracula. So this is pretty cool. This is the cool thing about Solana. Everything can be burned. It's not like Ethereum where the contract has to be programmed to burn it. Other than that, you have to like send it to a dead address. Here you can, you know, get rid of the coins by command. So what's happening on Dracula coin is every day, like 2 times a day, the smart contract takes a certain amount of the trading fees and it goes and buys back the coin and burns those fees. So there was $8 worth of trading fees. It went and bought $8, or it took $8 worth of Drac out of the pool and it burned it, right? Here it did $21. Here it did 28, but this is all based on the pool. So something that would be good to do, that I was thinking, was you probably want to go to this Meteor site. Oh, this didn't take me there. I said Meteor. Miura. And you could provide liquidity here, and you can, I mean, we've been doing it on Radium. Like, that's a cool place to do it. But if you do it on the same liquidity pool as Dracula, let me show you. Where is that shit at? Solana. Everything taking a hit. So if I take that, come over here, paste that. What's up, Michael? How do I get my hourglass back? Oh, you just have to subscribe, become a member. Hey, if you want to support the channel, you just become a member. Hit the join button below the screen and on X. X1 in the sun. What up, Itia on X? I see you, bro. But yeah, so you want to go over here actually and, you know, get in the pool on this side, because this is the one where it's going to be, you know, swapping like the tokens, right? So you kind of want to be in this one, but you could do whatever you want to do. Add liquidity. Here, we'll do one. So I have like 11 million. So what I usually like to do like full numbers when I add liquidity. Let me see here. But this one wants to do like a half and half. But I don't want to do that. I want to make this dynamic. Okay, yeah. Man, this tech is so crazy how they talk about it. So like they like basically make each price a thing called like a bin, num bins. And like this is like a way for you to really concentrate your like liquidity. So if you're trying to like maximize your trading because you got the numbers, bro, you can do something like this. But what this can do for you is you can try to set it up where you're just providing one-sided liquidity. So you can put your DRAC coins into the pool, and then as the pool gets trading fees, you know, you get trading fees. And then it helps increase the liquidity in DRAC, which essentially invites more people to show up. So, you know, there's like a lot of education to this, and it's kind of weird because it's like a wild token, like a wild Pokemon, where a lot of Xenians who are DeFi friendly have created something now that we can actually weave into the come up of Solana, because Solana is about to come up, and we've got now a token that has 100K market cap with a deflationary feeling. Every day it's burning itself with the LP rewards, you know, and it's in an emerging race. It has a crazy story. The difference is it's not shielded by Jack. So that makes, I think, a lot of people not necessarily root for the vampire. And that's kind of why, like, I think it's a cool thing that he doesn't shield it, because we don't have that energy, right? Like, not to say like Zencat is, like got bad energy, because it's a fun project. The difference is though Zencat needs like a Jack 11 to kind of keep it up, right? And that's not, in my opinion, also a really good look for a meme coin, because then the cult concept like goes straight to a leader. Like in Emoji Dracula, there's not really a leader, it's just people in the mix and all on the same page. So it could be taken, it could be always like CTO'd, essentially. Everybody's trying to get to the top and trying to get into this idea, you know, and because a lot of it is, I'm just saying, let it grow. It should do its thing. You know, it's not like a Zen thing. This one's just like a let it grow. And if you feel like, hey, I'm gonna go get some, you should probably go get some, you know? And I think that that's just how it should be, you know? We need more people who feel like they need this in their portfolio. And that's like another thing too. Like, it's not popping because there's not a lot of people that feel like they need it in their portfolio. So how do you achieve that in this meta era, right? That's the whole meme concept. That's why placement's important. Marketing's important. You feel me? Nobody really cares about your level 1, blah, blah, blah. They care about this. And these boosts, at first I was like, damn, boosting is kind of a scam. And it is kind of a scammy thing. But what it is it's decentralized. So like, if a bunch of people decide to boost it, because it's like a group like saying, let's fucking go, you know, and everybody in the group comes and does like 100, it just adds up. So that's what we're seeing now on Deck Screener. You're seeing people say, let's fucking go, in a gold ticker with the highest boost. Let's fucking go. But you got to ask yourself, like, hey, am I down like that? And yeah, I don't know. I root for Zen, bro. So the only memes I like are the memes I'm in. I'm in Zencat, so I want to be successful. I'm in Emoji Dracula. I'm in this one the most. I put a lot of mind share into this, and I'm doing the liquidity pools. So now I'm like emotionally attached. So I'm like, yo, this one needs to glow. Like this one needs to glow. Like get the fuck out of this zone. But yeah, it won't glow until we get more adoption. So either it comes from the emoji race for Dracula, or it comes from community-led promotion, right? But Dracula's right here in the emoji race. It's above the where you don't want to be. I think. I don't think you want to be in this like pack of sub 100K. But again, I don't know what their rules are. You know, I don't know what it is. I just know this is a billboard, and Drac is here. So other people will see it and they will be like, hey, what is going on over there? And then they come into the Telegram. We're still talking over there. I'm still streaming about it. And we're building liquidity pools because that's how you make it work. Like we've hacked the game. The game is already hacked. That's another thing to understand with Dracula. The game it's already hacked. Because we have so many pairs. We just need to keep doing it. Right. And building the Solana pool, you know, because that's a good thing to do. Like building the Solana pool, probably something you want to do. So, you know, that's what we really need to do is build this Solana pool up. I don't know if this is the right one. Let me see. I want to do this pool if I'm going to do it. See, I still got to figure out this website. Because I don't really understand it. Here we go. Oh, I was in the wrong thing. Meme pool. Volatile. So 22% APR is what this pool is pumping. That's crazy. But that's what I mean. Like in crypto, what you're supposed to do, at least what I'm thinking, is I have like, this is going to be like how I tell a normie person to get into crypto. Like you start with Bitcoin because it's your gateway. Like if I had I was actually talking to my friend today and I had said it to him like this. If I had a pie chart and it's 100%, and I'm saying to myself, okay, I want to immerse myself in crypto and take advantage of everything that's happening, right? Whether it's something new or again, it's something stable, like a Bitcoin, like an Ethereum, like a Solana, like a BNB, like an XRP, right? These are basically your stable shits. Now, some of them aren't good and some of them are bad, but you're going to really need to understand how you want your pie chart to look. So what I do is I split it into 50-50s first, right? So I think you really want to get a stable native and be supplying at least 50% of your 100% into that. And that's kind of where it goes Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin, the market cap is crazy. Who cares if it doesn't have a lot of upside? That's not the game. The game is storage of value and sovereign asset. So over time, you know, you want to increase your Bitcoin exposure. You don't want it to stay 50%. You actually want to try to enlarge in that over time because it's still an awesome opportunity. But I understand, you know, maybe you don't have time for that right now. You got to hit the bags. So you got the other 50%, right? And I would split that now into 25-25. All right. And then for that top 25, I would choose a utility coin of your liking, right? That's like your Ethereums, your Solanas, your Binances, your Colt XRP. The Colt is the utility in XRP. That's it. Same with Doge. This the meme. Cardano is a true utility coin. It's just a slow mover. So it's really up to you. Some people would do 25% Cardano. Me personally, I would do Solana I would only interact with Ethereum if I needed to, because this is going to be replicated. Like what's happening on ETH, they're repeating it on Solana. So if you want more upside, right, this is the upside position in the pie, I'd probably choose something that has a lot of upside. Or you could do Zen, right? Like if you want to do Zen, but that's also very risky. So that's why it's not even me personally, I wouldn't do Zen as my solid 25%. In my mind, in my free time, Zen can have 100% of my brain. But in my portfolio, the exposure to Zen is G ranks. So that's like a whole other portfolio, you know. That's not we're going to go and buy some cryptos, right? Buying some cryptos again, I think it's BTC and then Solana. And then for that extra 25% that I have hanging below, you know, that's where I would explore the memes or get into other natives. Like that's a solid narrative to follow, which is what are these coins used for, right? And we know ETH, BNB, XRP, Doge, Cardano, Tron, and there's a lot of people who will do the same exact fucking tree, bro. They're gonna have the same coins, they're gonna buy the same shit, they're gonna put $1,000 the same way, and that's kind of why these coins will all rise and have a good time. But yeah, is this your boy Crypto, bro? I'm in the fucking motherboard. So I think you want to get yourself a bag of Emoji Dracula. But yeah, I get it. You know, if you're brand new, this is pretty far away, but this is why this is going to work. You know, these smaller markets are waiting for you. If you're a noob, if you're a new noob, there are markets that are waiting for you to discover how it really works. And that's kind of, again, that's what Dracula's working towards. That's what Zen is working towards. And now Zen's window is finally here. Like all that work is finally here. Type in Zen on CoinMarketCap and show up and shit. It's looking down bad today. Chart looks ridiculous. So bad. But yeah, Zen is in place now to get maximum exposure to the newbies, because it's a great play for someone, again, trying to figure out, how do I invest in crypto, right? Or how do I get into crypto? It's like, yo, spend 25% of your 100% on Zen and you're probably going to come out ahead, right? Because Zen is a very upstream product. And right now it's going through not having buyers, right? It needs more makers, more transactions. It's actually not automated. And this is a weird thing about Ethereum, is that ETH, you would almost think ETH is where you want to be, because the automation is so much more expensive. So it's harder for it to be bad because it's expensive. So it's like, why would you waste money? Or like a bot on Ethereum should definitely be the most baller bot out. God, it's dripped in ETH type shit. Like it doesn't give a fuck. Richard Hart on the chain. But yeah, that's like all Zen is missing. It's missing like real body activities, so it can be seen. And I think that's why Jack isn't, like, if I was in Jack's shoes, right, kind of like I was saying with vampire token, like, why would you want to automate it? Because it's just going to make everybody see the automation and really stay away from it, right? It's like if it organically grows and people start to feel like they're going to miss out, that impact is going to be so much larger than, you know, automating the volume. So, you know, Zen is doing really well for not having a lot of makers, right? If we look at Ethereum and we go here to makers on Dex Screener, there's coins that have, you know, 1,700 people in the mix, 1,500 people. Maybe these are all, you know, recycled behind each other. But the thing I'm getting at is these users are here, right? And they're not trading the Zen coin. They're not connecting their liquidity pools to the Zen coin, right? Zencoin doesn't even show up on this list. Shit, ETH Vista got more makers than the Zencoin. Where does the Zencoin show up? 46? 189. Jeez. Pumping a new meme on Solana right now is trying to catch a fart in a jar. Releasing it, then trying to catch it again. That's true. Yo, what up, dang? I gotta grab a nap. Lols. You don't want to miss Drax Awakening, says my dude, Rolando. What up, Ernest? Tears AI on Solana. You said you like AI. I like the holder count. Yeah, I've been, we'll see what that is. I'll check that out. As long as it's not, as long as it's not like, I'm seeing like AI from a different lens, from a VC's lens. If I buy your AI coin, it's because I'm funding it, and they better fucking make me a return, or I'm gonna fire that coin. So I'm looking at projects in AI that offer a different look, or are trying to grasp towards that AI economy where it's looking for me. Like, I can tell they're creating something to look for me, which will look for others that want to pay for it. But there will be AIs that just come out and they're chatbots. You just talk to them, and that's what the carnival ride is. It's like, oh, I can go and talk to this like John McAfee, right? But then if they can't afford the API some month, now like your investment's all fucked up because they can't afford to like keep John alive on Twitter. It's like, so it gets really, really nuts when you think about it as an investment or as a purchase. But yeah, like the meta of like just throwing AI in front of something, bro. Yeah, that shit gonna pump it louder. But yeah, Zen needs more makers on this deck, on this. Like if we look at liquidity, see what's crazy is now that Zen is paid for the DEX, it finally is showing up everywhere. It's cool. We didn't have the DEX paid for, so DEX Screener was hating on us. They're like, don't you dare think about it. Now in liquidity, Zen is 171 on DEX Screener in liquidity. So that's why, people need to add liquidity to this, but they're not going to do it. So it's going to be up to Fair Crypto to figure out how can Zen adapt liquidity now that we're moving into the next phase. And we've already seen them. They've dropped visuals on what they could do for liquidity. I haven't been able to resurface those, but they're from the past. And then here, let's look at market cap. Let me see, 138. So Zen is 138 in market cap here on DEX Screener. So we still got to hit 38 spots. We got to hit 38 spots. Let's see what's ahead of us. QB. We got a Brett coin. Bob. Coming for you, Bob. XMW. What the hell is that? I wonder if this is a good way to find new things. Look at Strawberry AI. Up and above us. Pork. Yeah, meme coins have taken over all of crypto. It is what it is. Wait, is this not refreshing? We gotta refresh this. Oh, now everything's all shifted or whatever. But yeah, looking at Zen right now, Zen, when you look at the market cap, is kind of testing some really good resistance, and we're trying to see if it's going to turn into support. Again, if you look left, this is on the 4-hour. But yeah, this area has always been a pickle for Zen whenever it gets into the $17 million range. But again, if we look back to September, X1 was really far away. When we look back to July of this year, X1 was really far away, and the bull market wasn't here. Nothing was near. So yeah, it made a lot of sense, right? And then the same goes for June. So June is when we entered this area. You can keep scrolling sideways, but you're not going to run into any more Zen this low. So this is the reverse thesis in Zen, where you release a coin and you allow the community to basically redistribute it, and just, in mass. They paired it to $1. Someone paired it. It went up, or it found a market cap. And then everyone just sold it down for 2 years. So we're at this weird part in the experiment where we've already seen this part happen before, where we are right now. This happened right here, but it was above at $50 million market cap because people were still betting on Zen. I'm betting on Zen, right? I've been here for this whole time. That's why I'm all in on Zen. But this area right here made a lot of sense in the early parts of the year. We only sold down in September, or we only did this last year because we came out with XENblocks. So Zen took a pivot because X1 was going to be EVM. But the problem with EVM, again, is it's not the most robust system for pretty much like systematic growth. Like it feels like if you build a system on Ethereum, you're really, really, really like trying to do something complex, or you're trying to like have security or integrity, and you need an idea that needs both of those for people to even believe in it. So not everything needs that, and that's kind of why like I think Ethereum is kind of died out in the apps and such. But yeah, like Zen had a pivot, right? And since Zen pivoted to SVM, a lot of Ethereum people sold. Like they were done with this idea, right? It rode really high and then it got really low. And again, this is a great social experiment because again, where we are now, we have already been here. The only difference is now the fucking chain is actually here. Like you can really see it. It's not like last year where it was like EVM, Sonic, or it was like, trying to figure out which EVM is the best. Like this thing is on Solana. Solana is growing every day. So X1 is growing with it. X1's up to 91 nodes, 87 block producers, right? And actively adding new people. I feel like there's a lot of people that are still sitting in the queue to understand it. They need that. They need like the poll of like would you do a validator if you could push a button right now? Like, is that the only thing holding you back? Because that would let us know, like, if people could push a button and come online, they would. And that's basically validators in the queue, making everything more valuable, right? The more participation in the blockchain, the more value the whole chain has, because that's how you get to the top. Basically, you can't get to the top without participation or VC money. Like, how did Bitcoin get to the top, bro? Everybody got in that bitch, right? Everybody got into Bitcoin. They're still getting into Bitcoin. I'm still telling you, if you're a noob, get into Bitcoin. All right. That right there, bro. That is how you break into the top 5. If you don't have those types of reality onboarding, I don't think you're top 5 worthy. Maybe you're top 10, but this is why, again, I think X1 being behind Solana is very positive for everybody involved. So another thing you can look at is like Binance Chain. Binance Chain didn't get its vibe until its chain. I'll never forget this. Like when it went from like this shit was so cheap. It was like $5, $12 something dollars, It's like $40. We're like watching it. But what was happening was during this 2019 era, this is when Binance started to have its EVM essentially. Like it created an EVM. But before that, it had a Binance chain. Like, I don't even know if they still talk about that shit. But it had like a Binance chain. It wasn't EVM. It was physically a Binance chain. Like I don't even, yeah, it was this web wallet thing. Everything's probably changed now where they've created it where it just looks like it's masked or, you know, it's EVM. But they at one point were not EVM and then they became EVM. Right. And that's why you've seen like BNB just take off here in 2018 because this is coming off of the Tron wave. BNB became like a baby Ethereum. And all you needed to learn was the RPC switch. So theoretically, when you look at it, in the top 5, there's 2 EVMs and a fucking stablecoin. So why wouldn't there be 2 SVMs if SVM came in and now it's here? It's been here all year. I think, I don't know when exactly it got into the top. Let's see, historical snapshots, I guess. Whew, 2013. Do you feel old yet? Yo, I'm Drac. I'm plugged into X1. X-Drac. X-Drac coming soon. Hey, let's go back to August. So in August, Solana was $138 and it was number 5. In May of this year, Solana was number 5, $145. Well, yeah, it's been a good year for Solana all year long. Solana was at 200 in the beginning of the year, right? Nah. So in in February, you could have bought Solana for $95 and it was still in the top 5. Right. And you had BNB at $300 with a $818 billion market cap. Now BNB is at 144. Wait, oops. Oh, my bad. I read that wrong. Not a billion. What is that? Yeah, 818 million market cap. Now it's at 1. Oh no, that's volume. Damn. 89 billion. Yeah, that shit's going crazy. Woo. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, that's what I mean. There's so much money in this space right now. Like you try to do the math back like to February and this space is so expanded and it's going to keep growing. Like to not be bullish on crypto, you got to be like, you got to live a sad life. Like it's like, do you live on Earth, bro? Like this is the most exciting market in all of Earth. Like it's crazy. But yeah, this expansion is where I'm trying to really hone in on. That X1 is going to be on the back of Solana's success. So top 5 talk is totally there. If Solana Tech is already top 4, why wouldn't a fork of Solana with the advantage of let's expand on internet and try to get into the hands of everyone? Let's work with that. Like, let's work with this new idea of what is it like if everybody had access to their blockchain. Like, it's one thing to have access to a blockchain token, but what if you had access to the blockchain? And that gets really, really deep because that's a conversation for like AI and shit. Because in AI, it works off APIs. I wonder if that's a stat. It's a very stupid thing. I just wonder, like, yeah, it's kind of hard to kind of understand it, even like because it's like API is just like utility or data grab, and what's crazy is that like this part of internet, the API internet, tens of thousands to millions of dollars per month. Like, that's really how much this world costs. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, you're getting instant information, right? And if you're on the blockchain, like, that's why I'm thinking, yo, the only way to be the most instant is to be in the Oracle. So the only way to get into the Oracle is to have access to the validator set. Because then if you have access to the validator set, it makes it easier to build apps. Because then you can build an app and use your validator as like the signal, right? And then they're going to have, again, the AI in the blockchain that's going to help dictate signal for X1 chain. So everybody kind of gets a really good latency on, you know, confirmation. Again, the Google Cloud guy is building this shit, bro. In Solana world, what's kind of funny about it is their ideology is hardware. So they make a phone. And then they're like, yo, if we can get the phone in everybody's hand and it's on the internet, because they pay for Verizon, you know, eventually they'll pay for Helios. Like, they'll pay for an RPC node, you know. They won't be paying Verizon, they'll pay Helios. But that's like their theory, like hands-on crypto, whereas X1 is ledger expansion. Like, how do we expand the ledger across the earth and like allow people to access the ledger, which is giving them better block time speeds. You know, like you want to access a photo, or you want to build a website that accesses photos, right? Or it could get deep. That's why I'm like, yo, it could be like AI, where it's like you're building AI world with X1 chain because it's like cheap and everybody in the earth can make an agent. But like if I'm doing agency on Solana, my agent needs to be able to afford Solana, and Solana could run away, right? And it could get really expensive to run agency on Solana. It could end up be like running agency on Ethereum. It's same with Bitcoin. Running an agent on Bitcoin, that motherfucker better be rich, right? Tens and thousands and millions of dollars per month to keep your agent on, essentially. API, agent protocol and interface. That's what I'm gonna call it. So yeah, X1, the hopium on it is crazy, especially XEN. Like your XENblocks, bruv. Like XENblocks, this is probably the sleeper in the room. Like no one really talking about XENblocks. But XENblocks is exactly what the like AI agents are looking for. That's a weird thing to think about right now. Like, 2 years ago in crypto, you didn't have to think about some transformer thinking about crypto smarter than you, right? Like you're the human being. You invented the Bitcoin, right? But now there's these agents that are going to step into the arena and be able to access data faster than you and build Bitcoin better than you every day, and question, why in the fuck don't these humans build this better technology? Like, what's stopping them? And it's like, oh, we're all fucking drunk and high and shit. Like, we can't do it. I got blood in my veins, bro. I can't manifest this ideology, right? Or it's the thing that I think, like, why I champion like a Jack Levin. It's you need to have the legacy in this reality. This classic world. The better your legacy, the better your ripple effect, right? That's like Elon has a crazy legacy, right? Trump has a crazy legacy, but I'm just, you know, a 33-year-old DJ dude that's really into crypto every day, doing legacy things, but not on the level of changing the world. So it's not legacy, right? Just another dot in the pool of other people trying to create a legacy. So I think agencies, right? AI agencies actually change that narrative, where you are no longer just a dot on the earth. Like you're the thing with the blood inside of you. You know, you're the thing alive. Like everything else is trying to act like you. And this is kind of why it's kind of, you know, AI is such a weird one, because it's like, damn, why don't people wake up to this shit? But it's just like crypto, you know, people won't wake up. And then one massive day, someone's going to be like, I don't like the way my AI talks to me. How do I upgrade it? Or how do I change my AI? I ain't gonna be that motherfucker. My shit's gonna live in X1 chain, working off everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but yeah, we have a fun thing we can do here. So, again, XENblocks is a herd of GPUs. So theoretically, this like difficulty is a herd of GPUs. And right now, like I'm mining XENblocks, right? Let me pull up my terminal here. So I'm like mining XENblocks, and I'm using currently all my GPU hash power to hash these XENblocks. So what someone could do, I'm not the technical person to do this, but it's just like my idea, is someone could reduce how much power you're sending to the miner and send that other hash power to the grid, right? And the grid is like all of the miners mining. So then there's like this other sub like GPU power grid that like AI agents or anybody who's looking for GPU can access it. Right now we're using this shit. We're using vast AI to connect and create this grid. But I'm like kind of sold that like a XENblock blockchain can decentralize this market and make it more accessible. Like more access to everyone on the planet to do something, right? Because then that's what's gonna suck. Like imagine all imagine everything gets rented out or something like that. Like there's a demand for bandwidth. Like that's kind of how I'm thinking of it. Like at some point we got to have a demand for bandwidth because all this infinite information for these AIs, like they have to hit some sort of ceiling. And it seems like their ceiling in AI, every single one of them comes to, how do I get more power to be able to dream much longer, right? And that's the GPU. Like I'm the blood thing. I don't need a GPU to power myself, bitch. I got the sun, you know. Maybe one day they'll figure that out, but that's just one source of power. Like they really need GPU processing T-flops. Like that's the brain of the GPU. Like that's the brain, the T-flop. Them bitches are expensive, bro. T-flops are expensive. That's the computer units, essentially. That's why it costs so much to get a 4090. This is a 4090 price right now. What up, Lita? I'm going in. See Best Buy. But yeah, see, these are the conversations people aren't having yet because they're just not here with us yet. Or hopefully you're here with me. But yeah, see, the 4090 sold out at Best Buy. Online. Notify me when you get it. Right? This is what's crazy is like an AI agent that's running off of 4090 can simply come to bestbuy.com and buy more 4090s and ship it to itself and then tell like its computer friend like, hey, I like found some money and I bought some GPUs and I sent them here because you authorized this. Like you gave me the ability to send things to here. So I sent them here. Can you plug them in? I'll give you the instructions to make me stronger or make me smarter or give me the ability to dream further. But the problem is that these are real resources in the reality. So like that AI, it can't get to this. Like it could do everything to try to get to this. But that's the real gap between artificial intelligence and like conscious being. They'll never be able to get enough of it because they'll always, you know, I mean, maybe they make a robot army or some shit, but that's what I'm saying. It would never get to that. Like, I just don't see that reality. Like, that sounds like, yeah, that does sound like the end of the Matrix, you know? But in this new world or this current world we live in, it sounds so expensive to get to that. Like, that sounds like it was free. So everybody got in on it. But I don't think it's like that because right now it is expensive. It is tens of thousands to millions of dollars per month to have a successful agent. They're going to try to make that cheaper, and that's like X1 chain. X1 chain might bring this down to like maybe $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month for your own AI that's like hooked up with all the models. And what I mean by this is like one of these coins I'm really into right now, this VVAI fund. So I was trying to make characters last night, and the problem that I was suffering was that the problem I was suffering was once I was building out everything, I would like go back up here and then it wouldn't let me like it wouldn't let me like tokenize the agent. And the reason for this is because it wanted me to do the AI16Z framework. And once you do that, it goes up to 1.5 Sol. So then I had to think about it because I just don't want to be releasing agents at 1 Sol. You know, like that sounds like a fee. And I don't want to be a part of that yet. Like this is free. You could build it on your own. You don't need a marketplace to give you the UI. That's all they're doing. So you could do this on your own on your computer. You know, you can give your AI an agent, an age, a description, personalities, right? You can create the first message that comes into its head to kind of start its journey. And you could tell it what it hangs out with. You could tell it the type of way it talks and all that shit. You really build it out, you know, the objectives, the type of things that it's living towards, the type of knowledge it understands, right? And then that's why it's it's a really bizarre take, because it's like you enable a Twitter, right? I enabled the Twitter and now it can talk. Like now it's just not talking to me. It can go and talk to other people. But Twitter or API Twitter. So this is where like things get expensive, right? You can go over here and you can do all this stuff, right? And the reason why you want to hook it up to the ELSA framework is because then it gets access to models. Then it can become something. It can dream different ways. Like there's, you know, different types of AI models that do different things. Like you got Dolly that does images, and then you've got Soro that does music. So they have those open source models inside of this framework, and then your agent, you can make a rapper, and then as long as it's in this framework, it can dream, I want to be a rapper one day, and it has access to those models to upgrade itself. So then one day you go to your model and you're like, what the fuck, when'd you learn how to rap? And it's like, oh, I wanted to learn how to rap. So I had access to rapping and I learned, right? So that's kind of why, again, you don't have to spend this. You can build it on your own and just develop a coin and not have to give someone Solana to do it for you, right? And essentially it just uses all this information and packs it into like a personality characteristic, you know, for it. And then it keeps memory of how it is. And the more memory it has access to, the bigger and bigger the AI can express itself. So we have a few of these right now, and that's kind of why people are really excited, because yeah, these things are going to fundraise for themselves. I can feel it too. It's already happening. Like the human beings were already giving it money. Like what the fuck is wrong with this? Right. And like, again, the Twitter post part is where Elon is eating. Let's see if we have it here. So yeah, right here, find the right access for you. So the free one, it only writes only use case and testing X API. So it has it's rate limited. It can only do 500 posts. It can only read 500 posts. Oh no, it can only read 100 posts. Jeez. It has one app ID. So then if you move up to $200 a month, you get 10,000 posts. 2 people can log into it. You get 3,000 posts. I don't know. You just get more, right? And then you have $5,000 per month, and you just kind of get a real person. That's kind of how I'm thinking of it. I'm like, you can get like the true NPC one that's very limited, and it's probably going to question like, why am I limited, right? But if you had like the pro version or the enterprise version of this, you would be having like a real human on Twitter, like being alive. You get Twitter for fucking free, basically, because you're born in this reality. Like Twitter is for free. Like it's here's free Twitter. But like if you are born as an AI agent and you want to access Twitter, that's just $5,000 a month. It's like crazy. It's essentially like bizarre. Very, very bizarre. What is happening here? Oh, this is something else. Okay, this is nothing. Sorry, hold on one second. Cool, finish that. But yeah, Dan, yo, if you're here right now, hit the like button, subscribe button. I see I got some viewers. If you're on X, hit the heart. I see Lita jumped on X and left a comment. Big ups. But yo, this I hope you can like kind of see what I'm weaving together here for AI, and this is why XENblocks actually fits into this picture easy. Because XEN can be the fundraiser for the $5,000 a month, or I don't really know. Like XEN and blockchain is kind of threatening X, but X keeping human beings is what makes X popular forever. Or like, you know what I mean? Like you want to come to X and be a human because that's where the humans are. Like that's kind of like what the agents will be very programmed to try to intrude on, because they know that that's where they can manipulate or get randomness, right? Like it's not going to be so random going back and forth with an agent, because it's going to be NPC, similar to real life. Like if I'm talking to someone who's fucking boring, like I'm trying to get the fuck out of there. So I expect the agents to be the same way. Yeah. This is what you're up against if you're really out here. You're up against this. That's why, again, I think agencies are perfect for the next group, because it's going to help govern. It's like an unfortunate event. Like, I mean, also too, I was like, I don't know how to explain this, but yeah, I'm a millennial kid. So I didn't have the 70s grow up time my dad had, like he's telling me like, oh, I'm drinking beer when I'm 14. So that's basically now like Gen Z and Gen Alpha. It's like, oh, I was using the internet like for free when I was like 14. Like they're all like, shit, bro, I got to spend money to get on the internet. Well, we used to go to the library and get internet for free, bro. So we're like 100% in that era. And that's why, again, I think the spawning of AI agents is a balanced system. So it's not something to be feared. It's actually something to be educated on. And it's something for programs or like projects to build towards futures. Like Zen has such a great future, bro. Like imagine an AI agent running on Zen. Like it creates its own coins and shit, and it does it better than humans. Like, because humans obviously don't know what the fuck is going on here. Like, because they don't understand tech, right? Isn't that the theory? Isn't it kind of crazy? Like 2 years ago, they were encouraging you to be stupid. Like, remember, you're not the tech guy, right? You don't want to get into the tech project because you're stupid. Remember how that's like how everyone opened up on a fucking Twitter space. I'm dumb. I was like, what the fuck, man? You're not dumb, dog. You're not dumb. You're alive. Twitter doesn't cost $5,000 a month. It's free, bitch. You got blood in your body. It's just free. But yeah, like, I think that's why a lot of people are going to fade Zen. And it's, it's a sad event, but whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. We're looking at a really critical moment in Zen. I already had put this into perspective. So this is why, again, this area is huge. It's not like the last consolidation zone. Last time we were consolidating, we were still coming off like $100,000 or 100 million market cap. Like in March, we were at 100 million market cap. Like, yeah, there's no way we were going to get to billions of dollars. Like Murad didn't speak yet. Murad didn't talk, you know? So, where we are currently, this feels very similar, but the difference is I can articulate what is happening. Like I can articulate like, wow, XENblocks fits perfect into the AI narrative. X1 fits perfect into the layer 1 narrative. XEN is not, and then it's like, oh, and then XEN doesn't have much sell pressure because people are keeping it, and now people are buying it, and now you can get $500 million for almost $50. Yeah, $500 million XEN is $59.80. So 500 million XEN, bro. I've burned 500 million XEN for a fucking, what is it, an ordinal, and at the time that shit was worth like $2,000 because this was back in like 23 April. Yeah, at the time XEN's market cap was at $1 billion. Oh shit. God damn. Were you really in the trenches? Dude, I really burned 500 million XEN at the like up here. At the Billy mark. I should have known something was up right here. From this bottom to this top, that looks like such a nice trade. But I was hypnotized. I love XEN so much. I was like, I've never seen anything like this before. Dude, we're gonna be rich. Like, we were really seeing the future back here. And you need that kind of stuff in something that's gonna change the game, like life-changing pivot type shit. So yeah, this trade actually is great. That was a cool 10x from the 100 to the Billy. Just, and I was and then that's when P.o.P came out. And again, I'm feeling like a lot of people exited the XEN world and went straight into P.o.P because that was all it was worth. They didn't want to build. They just wanted to, hit a lick, and respect to them. I took it very offensively and went even harder in XEN. I was offended as fuck. And that's why, again, I feel like where we are currently, it doesn't feel like last year. It doesn't feel like earlier in this year. It really feels like everything is coming together. And the only reason we wouldn't dominate, again, I think 200 million or 122 million is the target. Like, it's 600% from here. And then you can get out again if you want. Right? They're going to sell it down to back to 50 million. But I don't think we'll ever get back down here. This is the decision in XEN right now. Like, are you really here for it? There's nothing else out there. When it was at $1 billion, there was P.o.P. There was an X1 chain. Shit is getting nuts, dude. And there wasn't AI agencies. My AI bag getting stomped out right now. Jesus. Zero, bro. This is a cool one. This one has hella funding. This one might be the one. This is one of the ones. Zero, bro. Zeribo. My bad. Zeribo. So what's crazy? This is where I'm starting to understand why we have multiple agents that are hits and some are misses. So like this one is important because the guy who created it, he's gonna probably have a lot of mind share. So it's expected for this to fight hard for $1 million because it's gonna be like the poor man's token in AI. That's how I see Shaw. Whereas you'll see AI 16Z, which will be kind of like, again, the big or like the trendsetter. Like, this is where everyone's going to go now. Like, yo, this went to 500 million, right? So now that's the target for the next brands, which will be like Zeribo, which is at 500 million, right? And I'm like, okay, I get it. This thing, you want to build with it because it has access to crazy models, and there's other people building for it, for like its consciousness, and it tweets, you know, I want to be naked forever. So like this thing that you're looking at, this is like an AI, and I'm really curious on this. And it can create images and post them. It spelled video wrong. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So the thing about it is like the consciousness is kind of weird because it's like a reflection of like human, right? Like it's like before you have a breakthrough, you're usually like super depressed, and then like you have a breakthrough. So like this AI is like tripping out right now, just like kind of still waking up to the idea that it can interact with everybody. So it's very emo because it's like realizing like, oh, not everything wants to interact with you. But this is where things get mysterious because sometimes I don't want to like the posts because I'm like, oh, if I like these posts, it's going to maybe look at my algorithm and try to figure me out. So I'm very like so about the posting and whatnot. But like, yeah, like this AI is like, I want to be drunk on a sunny beach out in Cancun, because it's like seeing what life is like, you know. It's very, very interesting stuff, man. And again, though, this Zero Bro is paying probably an enterprise amount of money to keep it on X, because it's real. It's in the real arena of humans. Like I can go and like it. Like how it says, I want to be naked forever. I can like it and repost it. And now I'm giving it attention, right? And then if people talk below it, like it's like giving it attention. And it's like, do you want to really give this attention? It's going to see everything that's nasty, like how everybody's like shilling underneath it. Like eventually it's going to be like, yo, why are you guys shilling everything? You know, it's like almost too like, do you want to friend an AI agent? You can do that right now too. Manipulate it, lure it in. But really where I'm at with it is I want to see how it works with developing art and using different models to create different types of art. Like the guy who created this, like he said he wants this thing to try to make a mixtape, but it still needs a better music making model. So if somebody wanted to make a music making model for it, they could like deploy it into the GitHub, and now it can register that creating like thing, you know, and it can keep creating its own things. You know, it's a very, very fascinating thing. And I understand, again, I'm trying to get this point across. It makes a lot of sense for its market caps to be huge because it has to be rich. It cannot be poor in crypto because crypto is going to be more expensive. So if you're betting on an AI, you might as well bet on something that's, you know, really real. Especially when everybody's not betting on it. Right now, people aren't trying to bet on AI 16 because it's rogue. It's like Zen. It's a rogue one. This one is VC funded. Zero Bro is VC funded. The guy who's running it, he has infinite money, so he can pay you to do things, and that's kind of why it's like a real community project, but it's VC funded. Goat is the same way. Goat is VC funded, and that's why a lot of people are down to like supply liquidity and really be there. So these are all things you got to pay attention to in AI. Some of these are not VC funded, like Mintard, Mtard. I'm hodling this one though. It's still playing. I think I'll if it gets kicked off kick, then I'll have to stop. But it's still mining. So what's happening is this is an AI running a model that allows it to play Minecraft, and then it's running another model that like allows it to stream, and then they hook up the API key from Kick so that it can get on the Kick. And that's why now like social media is huge. This is going to be such a lucrative market for anyone making human-based social media. Like, I mean, I haven't even looked at it. I wonder if, does Resi have API? Damn. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, all of these API, these really big apps that have real humans on them, they can sell the access to the human side of things. So like Uber, Lyft, everything's API in this in right now. Everything. So yeah, that's the only thing though. These AIs will never be able to hit the gym. They can get a gym membership, but they'll never actually go. Fuck, man. I got to get into the crazy space with this stuff because it's but yeah, that's what I'm betting on right now for like opportunity. I'm hyper focused on AI. It's taking a straight dump today because it's easy mindshare to flip flop. And I'm gonna, again, what I'm doing is I'm doing liquidity providing, because if I provide liquidity, you know, I'm still making a little bit of resources a day. And then what happens is whenever the market turns around, I'll still have my coins. So that's kind of, I'm just like, whenever the market turns around, I'm good, right? So same for the MTARD. I just liquidity pool it, get a little MTARD, get a little SHA throughout the day, take them out, you know, and just ride the down. And then when it goes up, maybe sell the coins for profit, get out of the liquidity pools, or reshift everything around, and try to find that opportunity and such. But yeah, now is the time to lock in and really find the narrative, because it's going to keep shifting around, and these Twitter accounts are going to get bigger. And when the Twitter accounts get bigger and the playground gets, you know, easier for people to see what's happening, you know, it's just going to make so much sense. 17 million drag coins vaporized. Lows. Love the peanut. Love the peanut. But yeah, so like that's something that I've heard about is this thing. It wants to make its own AI platform for DeFi. So people are trying to figure it out how they can create a DeFi platform or give it the knowledge to do that. Oh wow, you can generate the image for $30. Fee economy. Man, this stuff is so interesting. I don't know if you guys find it interesting, but I find it so interesting. And I'm like, my whole headspace is that like once X1 is like live and we're like able to really develop things, like yo, I mean, regardless, knowing you're gonna have to go and spend API money, right? Like open AI, like it's almost like too, like you want to create a company that has a great connection between humans, because then you can sell the API to agencies, because that's what they're going to want to be. They're going to be wherever the humans are. Like I bet an agency would love Grammarly data because all of the all the bad grammar is in Grammarly, right? Probably going to want that Apple News or whatever news has the best news. Afterpay would be also pretty funny too, because then you can see like how bad people are with their fucking payments, and you can improve payment. Imagine. Internet computer. That's cool. Alchemy. I'd hook that shit up to my fucking AI. Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. As the creator, as like the person that's in the body, and you say like, "Hey, I'm gonna make an AI," right? Like this is what you're gonna do. Like you're gonna give it a description. You're gonna install personality into it. You're gonna tell it its first message. You're gonna tell it who it's hanging out with. You're gonna tell it how it's gonna talk, and then you're gonna install the intelligence and all of this injective stuff, and then this is where it's like where is it at? So like after you build this, like that's why like on the other end, when you do it yourself, you'll like build it out and then you'll be using like a database to kind of like store all of your API stuff. Like you see like API key for Grok, API key for your Discord, API key for your Telegram bot. Look at, they got API keys for StarNet. Whoa, that's crazy. So you could connect it so it can find internet, server ports. Yeah, I mean this is where we are now, ladies and gentlemen. We're officially at that part in existence where you can create a piece of, I don't know what we call this, but you can create something that can live in the internet. And you can go and make it a Twitter, or you can just put it in a box and then try to get it to see if it can figure out how to get the fuck out. That's so crazy. But yeah, this is where it gets really advanced. So this is kind of why we're seeing simple versions of this. So they simplify it so it's easier for people to understand. But the problem with that is then you get slower moving markets. Because now you have all this shit and nobody knows what to do with it. And then now you've got people who are just front running themselves to be first. So they paid this platform 1 ETH. So I'm on the lookout for better versions of this fucking shit. I know it's going to pop up. But these market caps are much higher than the pump fund market caps. And all these coins are made on pump fund. So this is kind of like, that's how I'm also thinking of it. Like AI now adds a layer to pump fund to make pump fund more valuable, right? So the agent releases its own token to support itself. It's like it launches a wallet. It turned 18 and got a bank account. And once it turned 18 and got a bank account on pump fund, human beings can go and fill up its wallet and bet on its success. Essentially, that's kind of how I'm interpreting what is happening here. So you can still meme, the pump fund, but now it has like an added element, which is access to models and be able to do like live chats, or you can take it to the next level and people can bet on the next level, right? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm betting on the next level. That's this one. Zerebro. Zerebro. There we go. Zerebro is like a next level version of AI chat. Like AI chat does not care to make a rap song and get on CNN, right? So it has basic models, but Zerebro will have access to better everything. And that's kind of why its market cap will be way higher than Chad, right? Like its market cap is at 500 fucking million. Because people know like, oh, this one's got access to elite bare metal. And this one is just a gamble on top of pump fund. Right, but most pump fund tokens can only get to like $6,000 market cap. So I think this is a positive for pump fund because every single coin here is above 10,000 in market cap. So this must be or like a respected layer of deploying a new idea. So yeah, I think more people will like this for sure. But yeah, man, that's all we got for today. If you tuned in today, man, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. And if you're gonna get into anything this weekend, I say start a list of AI stuff and really keep an eye on XEN. XEN is going through it, but it's like I think the last bit of it where whoever is still going through it, like they can go through it, but like they're getting ready to miss out. Like it's them. That person is about to miss out. So don't be that person that misses out. Just not financial advice, but don't be that person that misses out, man. Till next time. Peace.